You ever see a kid walk into a courtroom, and before she even opens her mouth, you know something wild's about to happen? Yeah, that's what I saw the morning Maya Thompson stood up. All 5 foot nothing, 13 years old, hair pulled back in a no-nonsense ponytail, her hands shaking as she clutched this battered old folder like it was a shield. The room full of grown men and women judges, lawyers, but little none of them had a clue what she was about to do, and honestly, neither did I. Let me back up a second. I've lived in Detroit most of my life, seen my fair share of courtrooms, seen how the system grinds up people who don't have money or power. But I swear, I've never seen anything like that day when a janitor's daughter decided to go to war with the system that tried to destroy her family. Marcus Thompson, her Dada's the kind of man you pass in the hallway and maybe nod to, if you're polite. Worked 20 years as the night janitor at Whitmore and Associates. Never missed a day. Never complained, never asked for more than a little respect. Everybody knew Marcus. Everybody liked Marcus. But when the firm's golden boy, Richard Whitmore III, accused Marcus of stealing confidential merger files $1 million stuff, big drama, suddenly nobody knew him at all. Cameras malfunctioned. Keycard logs pointed right at Marcus. Cops showed up, handcuffed him, walked him out past co-workers who couldn't even look him in the eye. "We're sorry, Marcus," one secretary said, tears in her eyes. But nobody did anything. It was easier to believe the janitor did it than to question the boss. So now Maya, this tiny, stubborn, whip-smart girl she called out of school, told there's been an emergency. Her dad's best friend, Mrs. Washington, is waiting. "Baby girl, you gotta be strong right now," she says. And Maya knows. She just knows. She gets to the jail, sits across from her dad, plexiglass between them, and she tells him she doesn't ask. "Tell me everything, Daddy. Every single detail." See, what nobody realized was while Marcus cleaned law offices, Maya was in the back reading every legal textbook she could get her hands on. For 3 years. Not just for fun. For survival. For just this moment. 3 days later, preliminary hearing. The courtroom smells like old wood and lost hope. Marcus comes in, orange jumpsuit, looking small and tired. His public defender, Brewster, barely glances at him, head down, scrolling on his phone. Judge Eleanor Whitmore, yeah, same last name as the partner accusing Marcus, presides, stone-faced. Conflict of interest, anyone? Prosecution lays it out, acting like Marcus is already guilty. Keycard evidence, missing files, corrupted cameras. Brewster mumbles something about Marcus being a good worker. That's his whole defense. You know what I mean? The DA asks for no bail. Judge Whitmore nods. Case closed, right? And that's when Maya stands up. 13 years old, voice steady, folder held tight. "Objection, Your Honor. My father is innocent, and I can prove it." The whole room stares. You could hear a pin drop. Judge tries to shut her down. "Sit down. Young lady, this isn't a school play." But Maya fires back with legal citations, referencing cases I've never even heard of, and somehow the judge can't just wave her off. People in the gallery start filming on their phones. The energy changes. You can feel it. Prosecutor and Brewster try to laugh her off. But Maya's not playing. She's got evidence. She's got affidavits. She's got holes in the prosecution's case that you could drive a truck through. Corrupted cameras? Turns out only the ones facing the secure file room glitched. Keycard logs? Maya found proof her dad's keycard was used in 2 places at once, physically impossible. She talks to the security guards, IT staff, the whole cleaning crew. She even finds public security footage from across the street, showing Richard Whitmore himself sneaking into the building with the head of security the night of the theft. Twist turns out the security supervisor, Hutchinson, who's been blaming Marcus, clocked in late that night, but his card was used earlier. Under Maya's cross-examination, he crumbles. She pulls out bank records $10,000 deposited the day after the files go missing. "A loan for my brother," he says, but Maya's already pulled public records showing his brother's been unemployed for 2 years in Seattle. Game, set, match. Hutchinson pleads the fifth right there on the stand. And just when you think it can't get crazier, Maya calls Maria Gonzalez, another janitor who was sick that night except she wasn't. Richard Whitmore told her to stay home, threatened her family if she talked, gave her $5,000 in hush money. Maria kept it all, every dollar, just in case. And then Maya drops the bomb. Emails between Whitmore and Hutchinson, years of cover-ups, other employees framed for things they didn't do, all the receipts right there in black and white. It's not just Marcus anymore. This is about every janitor, every secretary, every underdog who got chewed up by the system and spit out because someone rich needed a scapegoat. When Maya calls Richard Whitmore to the stand, you can see he's sweating. She asks him about the files, their value, the timing, the cancellation of the merger days before. He cracks. He confesses. Marcus saw him shredding evidence of embezzlement. So Whitmore decided to frame him first. The courtroom loses it. Judge Whitmore, who, to her credit, never once shielded her nephew, orders the charges dismissed, has Richard and Hutchinson arrested for conspiracy. As the judge's gavel falls, you know something historic just happened. You think that's the end? Nah, that's just the beginning. Outside, the world's watching. Hochstokstrand. News crews mob Marcus and Maya. Offers roll in book deals, TV, interviews. But all Marcus wants is to go home, eat his sandwich with his daughter, and breathe free for the first time in weeks. He's offered a fancy new job at the firm, triple pay, benefits, but he hesitates. 20 years I worked there, and when push came to shove, I was nothing to them, he tells Maya. She shrugs. You don't have to go back, Dad. We're free now. Not just from jail from that job, from letting other people define us. And Maya? She's not done. Attorney General offers her a spot in a youth justice internship. She takes it, starts reviewing wrongful conviction cases, working with real lawyers, freeing people who never had a Maya Thompson fighting for them. Judge Whitmore, her old nemesis, becomes her mentor. She gets asked to speak at conferences. Her speech about justice for all goes viral. Other kids with parents in jail start reaching out, asking for help, for hope. Maya starts a study group, teaching legal basics to anyone who'll listen. Knowledge is the only weapon they can't take from you, she tells them. Her dad? He turns down a management job, instead joining a city commission to fight wrongful convictions. His own experience, now a weapon for others. Their apartment is still small, still crowded, but now it's command central for a movement. Letters pile up, people asking for help, people offering thanks. Months later, Maya's standing in front of an auditorium full of law students and judges, telling them what she's learned. Justice isn't about age or credentials, it's about courage, preparation, and refusing to give up, no matter how impossible it seems. She calls out the system, tells them it needs to change, not just for her dad, but for everyone like him. The place goes nuts. She rides home on the bus with her dad, still just a kid, still doing her homework, but now she's proof that ordinary people can change the world. Marcus says, "We make a pretty good team, don't we?" Maya laughs. The best. And out there, in the city lights, you can almost feel if things are different now, if only just a little. Not because a judge decided to be fair or a lawyer decided to care, but because a kid refused to back down when the whole world told her to sit down and be quiet. So, let me ask you, if Maya Thompson, 13, could take on the system and win, what's stopping the rest of us from demanding better? From seeing the invisible, fighting for the powerless, making justice more than just a word carved into stone? If this story moved you, if you believe the world can be better, share it, speak up, and remember, sometimes the only thing standing between injustice and justice is the courage to say, I object. Your turn. What would you have done in Maya's place? Let's talk about it right here, right now.